You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The views expressed by the individuals during this broadcast are their own opinions, and they may not be the same as those of their group or other organizations they may be involved with.
Welcome. Same show, different name, no opening yet, but that's okay. It will all eventually happen, I am sure. The name is now changed. The opening will be different. I will get going and I will start a page with the name so I can directly stream there and get everybody with the live shows on the page, which will be really, really cool. Facebook has decided it's not going to stream or let the groups have a third party streaming to the groups. So I have to actually make a page versus a group, but I can still get to my own page, which I will, and I will continue to do for those of you who are used to seeing me on my live feed on my page. Yeah. So I've been away for a couple of weeks. It's nice to be back. It's nice to see everybody. Hi, how you doing? I got back and I had emergency dental surgery the day I got back. I was in a lot of pain and I was thinking, and I took antibiotics and it, because I thought I had an infection, and it turned out I didn't have an infection. The tooth itself was actually cracked crossways 3/4 of the way. It was very painful. But it's gone now, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. Yay. And no more pain from that tooth anyway, which is a really great thing. It's sadly, tooth issues and gum issues are one of the side effects of a hard life. But it's one of the things that is very joyous to get fixed. And as it gets fixed, it's amazing. It's nice to get that smile back that's truly there. So that's my story of emergency dental surgery. It sucked. Hey, Justin, how are you? But it is now done. So I buggered off and I went out west for a while. I was there for 10 days. It was fantastic. Started off the visit. It wasn't really a visit. I went out there for medicine and then did some visiting around that. So I went out and I did the first medicine that I partook in is called Combo. It comes from frogs in the Amazon. And it's where they put little burns, hey, Carolyn, in your skin and then apply the frog venom on that. And it detoxes your whole body. I mean, every little tiny corner of your body gets detoxed. And it's a hard medicine, but it's well worth it. And then we did some cacao, which I talk about all the time. And then I did some 5-MeO DMT, aka the God molecule, which comes in a couple of forms. That's okay, sweetheart. I am here, and you never know if you don't get it. If you don't get it out in time, I have no idea when I'm coming to Ontario, but I will be there at some point in time this summer. I guarantee it. So 5-MeO, it's known as the God molecule, and the natural form comes from the Bufo alvarius or the Encilius alvarius toad, which is commonly known as the Sonoran desert toad or the Colorado mud toad. So I did both versions while I was out west. It was pretty cool. One right after another. So it was fantastic. Very healing, very amazing time with wonderful healing people. I very much enjoyed it. And then we took a day off to rest because, you need to. And then I attended a couple of 420 celebrations. I went to the 419 celebration. Pardon me. The countdown to 420. It was like spectacular. It was awesome. It was very intimate. And there were a couple of fun things that happened. I have to say the Kinky with Cannabis painting show was definitely a highlight. It's not something that I feel I can probably share on a live podcast. The streaming destinations might get a little upset with me. but this gentleman painted pictures, a couple of them, using his penis and his balls. He put on quite a show, like a little dance show to start with. He had wonderful music playing in the background, so he was dancing around. It was very energetic. And the portrait that he painted of Bob Marley was actually very, very good. But it was something that I have heard about and I really wanted to experience, and I got to experience, and oh my goodness, what an experience. It was very interesting. This guy is quite the entertainer. So that happened. And then of course the next day was 420. So I went to Victoria Hall in Vancouver and celebrated with, a few hundred people, if not more. And it was spectacular. And I got the 420, Steve Mather got the 420 recorded. I was up front taking a hit off the giant, volcano balloon. And he was in back taking a video. So it's a short little 10-second video here of the actual countdown. So I thought that I would play it for you guys. So there it is. That's the I can stop sharing that now. That was the countdown. There was actually way more people outside, and then there was way more people downstairs when all of this was happening. It was quite a large gathering. There was also a gathering at the art gallery in Vancouver, and sadly they had Thornton Park completely gated off, and they had Sunset Beach gated off. And the police showed up at the art gallery giving people a hard time, and they were on their way to us when the party was like just coming to an end. So the Vancouver police at their finest trying to stop cannabis. But anyway, it was still a good time. It was lots of fun. There was lots of wonderful people there. I got to hang out with everybody, really. One of the main ladies that I hung out with most of the time with, Krista Parker from Victoria over there on the island. I can't remember the name of the town that she's actually from, but she's from over on Vancouver Island, and she came over for the 420 festivities and was at both celebrations. And the last time I got to see Krista was for about 5 minutes last year at 420 in the rain when it was pouring. So it was nice to sit and hang out and chat with her. And then we went down to the Amsterdam Cafe and hung out a little bit more when the party broke up. It was a good time. We had lots of fun. And, I'm looking forward to seeing folks again at some point in time. Always a good time. And then it was really exciting to see the 420 festivities happening all across the country. I saw pictures coming from different people from all the way here in Nova Scotia, straight across the country to BC. Festivities were going on, and it was awesome to see all the pictures pop up, of everything that was going on. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to light my joint now. So, that was kind of, the medicine in 420 in a nutshell. It was a ton of fun. There was a dab bar at each place, and we got to have some amazing dabs. There was this one called Bubba Live that was just amazing. If I could figure out the company that it came from. And there was another one I can't remember the name of that I really, really enjoyed. I've got it written down on one of my tickets because it's the one I voted for. Oh, bongs are always great. I keep threatening to get my bong out, Justin, and I just haven't in the last little while. But I've got a bong I love to use, and maybe I'll actually get it out. So I have changed the name of the show to Your Evening Medicine Break. I do plan on talking all things medicine. One of these days I might run a little mini, cacao ceremony. I'm going to talk about the different medicines that I do and, the couple that I'm studying, the couple that I want to go study. Cannabis will be a large part of that conversation. But I'm opening it up to everything. If there's any kind of medicine that you would like me to go find out about and chat about, or find somebody that knows about and see if they want to come on and chat, just let me know. Send me a PM, leave a message, and I will do my best. Like, there's a lot of good ones out there, and they're not all of the psychoactive kind, just so you know. But that's what we talk about on this station, is really the psychoactive kind. So what else did I do when I was at West? I'm looking for the thing that I want to show you guys. And eventually it'll, oh, there it is. So I took a day and a half, almost 2 days, and I went touristing. Because I don't do a lot when I'm out there on purpose. I do see a lot of stuff. I have been able to take a lot of pictures, but I don't do a lot of touristing when I'm out there on purpose. So I asked to go touristing, and my friend John picked the places, and he gave my friend Steve a list of places and said, go here. John wasn't feeling well. He had just, hey, Luke, how are you? John had just gotten out of the hospital, so he wasn't able to join us. So Steve was the tour guide. And we had, now that the pain is gone, it was wonderful. And he agrees. I'm doing, hey, Leona. I'm doing very wonderful. Thank you, Luke. So the first place that we went, once we got out and about, was this place called Lynn Canyon Park. It's a rainforest in BC, and it says so right here. But it is an incredible rainforest in BC, to be honest. And when you come up to it, there is, you park, and they've got a little museum. Hey, Carolyn. I think you're saying hi to, anyway, hi to everybody. You go in, there's this little museum gift shop, and I went in, looked around the little museum part, got something for the grandkids, and Steve asked the lady that was working the counter, hey, we've come to see the suspension bridge. And she pulls out this map, this little pamphlet right here, and she says, well, you're in luck. I have this map. You're here. And if you're going to go for the walk around, go this way, because, you get the steep stairs down and a more gradual walk up. So we said, okay. I never looked at the map. So we go, and this lady says, go around the cafe to the right, and then go down the stairs over there. Those are the really steep ones. And then you'll go around and you'll come back up an easier way. And then you'll get to the suspension bridge. And so great. We went for a walk. So we went down these really, and then when they say steep stairs, I mean, like, we were talking almost straight down. It was crazy. But you're going down into the canyon, into the rainforest. So we went down, and then we're walking along, and we come to this fork in the road, and we decide to go right. We shouldn't have gone right, but we went right. And, we had some flat areas, and then a few steps up and some flat areas. And then we were thinking, oh, this lady was right. This is nice and casual stroll up. It's great. The scenery was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It was spectacular. I mean, it was a rainforest, right? And then we come to these stairs heading straight up again. And each section, because there was way more than one section, each section was 3 or 4 stories worth. I would say 3.5, I say 3 to 4, but really 3.5 stories worth of stairs. And you go up the 3.5-ish stories worth of stairs, and you go around the corner, and then there's more. And then you go up that 3.5-ish stories worth of stairs, and you go around the corner, and there's more. And we're talking like this. So after the first 2, we're thinking that this girl lied to us. This is an easier walk up than those stairs were down. Like, this is the same, if not worse, because there's more of them. So we're on the 3rd set, and Steve stops somebody and asks some questions, but this poor gentleman had a hard time understanding English and whatnot. So we didn't get the answers we were looking for. So we kept going, because we figured that's got to be the end, that corner. So we get up to the top, and we go around the corner, and it's not the end. There's another 3.5 stories. So we're now walking up our 4th one. We get to the top of it, and we turn the corner, and we're like, holy fuck. So we're not sure what we're going to do. So we go up like maybe half of that next set of stairs, and Steve stops somebody that can speak English. And we asked if they knew the place well, and he did. So Steve said, well, where are we? And so I know that you guys can't really see this, but I mean, really, if I look down, the parking is here. The parking is here. And then the suspension bridge is here. And we were like over here somewhere. And when we finally stopped and asked a question, and there were still stairs going up and up and up. So we ended up pretty much down at the bottom of the canyon. So after, I think it was 4 sets of those 3 flightish stairs, and a few extra, we finally looked at each other, and my knees are done because I've got bad knees. My hip is just about ready to give out. I mean, my lungs are mad at me because I'm not in shape. So, I'm breathing hard. My muscles are just, I can tell that the next day is going to be one hell of a painful day. And so we're looking up, which we have no idea where that goes. And we're looking down, and we've been there. And we decide to go down. Steve convinces me that we should go down. And so we're going down, like down, almost straight down. No railings on these flights at all. So here I am trying to go down these stairs. My head's spinning because I'm not in good shape. And, I had just climbed 3, 6, more than 12 flights of stairs, probably 14 flights of stairs. At the end of it, we had started, and Steve's counter was like at 2,500 steps. And when we came out, we were like over 15,000 steps. That's how many steps we did. Not all up, but, like I'd say probably a quarter of them level, and then half of the 3/4 up and half of the 3/4 down. It was crazy. So we go back and we go across like the nice flat land. It's, and the scenery is still beautiful. So we come to where we were supposed to go on this fork, and we go up that, and then there's stairs. And the lady was right. The stairs are not as steep as the other ones were. But after climbing a couple thousand stairs, they look like they were like murder. But we get up the stairs and we get to the suspension bridge. And it was beautiful. It was absolutely gorgeous. Like, I mean, we were looking down, 100 or 2 feet into like, the water and the cliffs, and and the scenery was beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I got a lot of wonderful pictures. They're on my Facebook page if you're a friend of mine. You can peruse them anytime. Most of them are anyway. So it was absolutely spectacular. It was beautiful. And so we decide that we're done. We're taking pictures of each other. And so we decide that we're finally done on the bridge after, I don't know, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it was. And we walk off the other side of the bridge. Okay, so we get off the other side of the bridge, and I shit you not, less than 10 steps and 50 feet later, we're back at the fucking cafe that we started at. So if we were in person, I'd have you like, I would hear you laughing, and I'd feed off that, and the story would take 5 times as long, and you'd be laughing more. But it was a hard walk. And when we got back, Steve realized like where we were before I did, because I was still kind of looking at the map and playing with my phone, and then I noticed him like walking away a little bit faster. And then I looked up and I saw the cafe, and I'm like, oh, So we didn't have to do that at all. But in hindsight, I'm really, really glad we did, because it was the British Columbia rainforest, and I was walking around the bottom of it, and it's just really, really, it was really, really amazing. And the view is spectacular. Like I said, I have shared a number of pictures. I've got a lot more that I will share over time. So if you're curious to go look at them, they are on my page. And if you're ever in BC, and you have the ability to go up and down some stairs, I highly recommend going to Lynn Canyon. But when you get down, when you get there, take the left and go back up, and then instead of all the other stairs. I would, if I was in better shape, I would have been interested to see where they went. but the place was spectacular. And the suspension bridge, if you've never been on a suspension bridge, like this is a newfound suspension bridge, but it was still swaying. And of course, it still moved with everybody getting on it. So like it was almost like waves, but not that bad because it was, like I say, very, very new. It really was amazing, Justin. My knees eventually forgave me, my hip eventually forgave me, and my muscles eventually forgave me. Now I can just relish in those pictures. So, and this was at the bottom of the mountain. And then we went up to the top of the mountain, which has, I can't remember the name of the ski lodge, but it's the Olympic ski lodge. So we're down at the bottom and we're in, bare feet and tank top weather. It was warm. It was beautiful. And we did a couple other things up the mountain, and we eventually get to the top of the mountain to the Olympic ski lodge, and people are in snowsuits skiing. Now it's just the staff. They're out there just doing maintenance and, making sure everything's okay. The place is actually closed up. You can't be, somebody coming in off the streets and going skiing. But there was still snow, which I went walking through in Birkenstocks and bare feet for pictures. And it was pretty awesome. I got to say, it was pretty cool to go from feet in the sand at the beach earlier that morning to why the frig didn't I bring extra clothing because it was so cold at the top of the mountain. And of course, you really felt it in your ears going up and down the mountain. It was pretty cool. Got some spectacular pictures. And I got to walk in the snow, in weather that I had just come from being with my feet in the sand and in a tank top. It was pretty cool. And all of my babbling aside, it is now time to talk about this week's giveaway. And I will, instead of talking about next week's giveaway, I'll just announce it that morning. I kind of like this. Y'all don't know what's coming. You'll find out next Tuesday morning. I think that works. I think it's a great way to go. So I still have some of these t-shirts, so I am just grabbing them at random, and we are now at the point that you get what you get. So this one is a unisex 2X in nice blue, the Daba. So beautiful t-shirt. We have a joint roller because I have an abundance of them. So we have a joint roller. And then coming from BC, we have a Vancouver 420 sticker. We have some cannabis-infused topicals from CaliCare. Oh, there we go. There. We have a pair of Canna sunglasses. Not even out of the package yet. Never came out of the plastic. And we have a pair of 3 Happy Cats 420, because I have 2 pairs of them. I have a purple pair here and a leopard skin type pair over there. So I'm going to give the one I got this past trip away. And I just thought that somebody would enjoy a 3 Happy Cats headband made by Asia May Moon Owens. Asia May Moon Owens. Also, I stopped into the mushroom dispensary to see Dana while I was out there, and I grabbed a few stickers. So I'm throwing one in tonight's giveaway. And then, of course, we go into the stickers. I love to go grab stickers. So we have some mushroom stickers. We have one of the things that we saw in the rainforest. There was a tree stump there that had obviously been hit by lightning, and it was growing another tree out of the center of it. It was really cool. Hearts. Some cannabis stickers. And one of them's a heart. Ha, ha, ha. Hey, Frosty, how are you? And then I found these positive affirmation stickers. So this one says, work hard in silence. Let your success be your noise. Isn't that nice? And then this one says, if you never go, you will never know. Meaning take the leap. And then because it's growing season, I have one more pack left after this. So this is growing season, and this is coming to us from Jordan Jordan of the Island. I'm trying to pull this down so you can see that it says Jordan's. And this is coming to us from the Blueberry Crush Editions. And this is called Gorilla Crush. I'm really excited to see what this is like. So whoever wins this, you're going to have to give me reports. So that is this week's giveaway. I'm going to fold it all up back in this tank top. Some from Al, some from me, and some from BC. Yes. And then, I didn't get this ready yet. So I am going to click the buttons. Wheel of names. Here we go. We come back here. Yeah, I know. It sounds good, hey? So I have, this is our wheel of names. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click the button. And we're going to find out who wins together. Who's going to win? Well, Teddy Lynn, looks like you're going to be able to try that, guys. You just won. Congratulations. That's amazing. I hope that you grow them. I hope that they're fantastic. And I want a full report when you get it done, in October, November. Well, there you go. Happy birthday. Yeah, you won. Yay for Teddy Lynn. That's awesome. Fantastic. Well, with that, folks, that is the show. Thank you so much for coming along and listening to me babble about my trip and about medicine. This was a fun giveaway. I will get some boxes and get all of the mail that I have left here right now off this week. Yeah. So have a fantastic week. I will see you Monday. I am back on the Pace News on Monday morning. Al and Reverend Cindy will be bringing the news Monday morning. I will see you Tuesday afternoon with Steve Mather. And we have a wonderful guest coming up next Tuesday. We're really excited. And then back here Tuesday evening for your evening medicine break with me, Reverend Cindy. So thank you so much for joining. I'm going to go up here. Everybody's saying congratulations. That's awesome. And I'll put together another epic giveaway for next week. And we'll post that Tuesday morning. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. I hope that you have a wonderful week. See you later.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The opinions of the individuals during this broadcast are their own, and may not be the opinions of their group or other organizations they may be involved with. All medical advice during our broadcast is not a medical opinion and should be checked with your medical physician.
When you have a pain that's reached its peak, Legacy for 20 is so unique. If organic cannabis is what you seek, here's your trusted partner 7 days a week. Suppository salves, vapes and drops, topicals, edibles, infused pop. Just when life seems like it ain't easy, at Legacy 420 enjoy a pop freezy. Lab tested products make them the GOAT. Legacy 420 out on your road. Legacy 420 in Tyndonega Mohawk territory. Indigenous organic cannabis at its finest.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more. We've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
Limestone City Hydroponics is Kingston, Ontario's hydroponics shop. Take your growing to the next level and create the optimal environment with a tent kit, or maximize your yield with an ebb and flow flood table kit. Either way, Limestone City Hydroponics has more sizes and options to fit your needs. Are you looking for the power of the sun that adapts to your budget? Then look no further, as they have professional grow lighting. They have indoor grow systems that are easy and cost effective, with many options to fit your living space and lifestyle. Cultivate your growing potential. We have everything you need to succeed. And if you can't make it to the store, they offer local delivery to the greater Kingston area. Remember, when you're looking for experts to help you grow, then look no further than the locally owned Limestone City Hydroponics, 105 Sunderland Drive in Kingston, Ontario. Call them at 613-548-0420. We are people advocating cannabis education here at paceradio.net.